You may or may not be familiar with this channel. The content focuses on the businesses, net worth, and controversies of celebrities, tech moguls, and very wealthy business people. I used AI voiceover for my videos and documentaries, but as part of a major change on the channel, I've decided to stop completely. You'll understand why I started using that tool and why I actually stopped right now. There are several reasons why I started using AI voiceover. The first reason is efficiency. As the sole owner of this channel, I do not outsource any part of my work. That means I do the research, write the script, create the thumbnails, craft the titles, and handle the editing, and it takes quite a bit of time. I used a text-to-speech tool called 11 Labs to save time in production. It helped a lot since I had a side job with a not-so-nice schedule. I picked a voice that sounded good, had a nearly perfect accent, and was very easy to understand. Let's just say that my approach was very practical, essentially given my background in UX design. Plus, the service was cheap, so why not, right? Another reason was clarity. I wanted to make sure my audience could clearly understand the information I was providing because, believe it or not, I speak French. Sometimes, out of nowhere, my accent pops up when I speak English. In case you're wondering, I'm from Montreal, Canada. I used to speak English a lot more 10 to 15 years ago, but I started losing the skill when I moved from an English-speaking area to a French-speaking one. So yeah, I guess there was a little lack of confidence there too. I actually record sentences several times before I decide that they sound good. I spent over a year using this AI voiceover for my content, so I'm in a good position to explain why I decided to stop. One reason is that I noticed that many people hate AI voices. At first they piqued my interest a little, but I brushed them off and kept going. The second reason is that a few people in my circle asked why I wasn't using my real voice. I explained the practical reason I just mentioned, and one of them told me something that stuck with me. Your videos are very good, and they provide surprising information, but it's hard to form an emotional connection with the content. Over time, it becomes obvious that the voiceover is AI generated, and on top of that, there's no face to connect with. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something along these lines. When she said that, I remember that YouTube Studio, the app for content creators, had sent me a weekly stat report showing that very few people were returning to my channel, even after getting over 455,000 views on one of my videos. I think that's pretty striking. That confirmed what she said about the lack of emotional connection. I realized I had done the same thing as a content consumer. I'd watch a well-made video with AI voiceover, but I'd never revisit the channel, not because it was bad, but because I had no reason to. It's pretty harsh to say it, but I would just forget its existence. In short, there's no retention without an emotional connection. The only exceptions are extraordinary topics like crime, warfare, disasters, and paranormal content because those subjects already have a heavy emotional impact. Plus, AI-generated voices struggle to express real emotions. I once tried to tell a joke in one of my videos and it was a complete disaster. I spent an hour trying to make it work before just giving up. That was my best result.
Delphine was already popular in 2018 with 850,000 followers, but that skyrocketed to over 4 million in just a few months because she sold her used bathwater for $30 a pop. And believe it or not, there was a huge demand for it, selling out within 3 days. She sold 600 units priced at either $30 or $35, totaling between $18,000 and $21,000 within just 3 days. Now I have to stop right here to give my honest opinion. I can't imagine what kind of person would buy that, but somewhere out there in the world, people are willing to do it. In my book, that's pure insanity. If you watch this video and you know that you bought one of those bottles, my man, go touch some grass. Anyway, back to the video.
Yeah. Another reason was the lack of authenticity. The voice I used was apparently overused by other channels, simple as that. Then there's this very unfortunate stigma. AI voices are often associated with lazy, clickbait, and misinformation content. That didn't help my channel, especially since my videos are heavily based on research. And if I ever made mistakes, I'd always leave a pinned disclaimer in the comments. The last reason is what I call the paradox of perfection. Striving for perfection is normal until it's not. A clean, well-articulated voice is great, but imperfection like accents, slight mispronunciations, slang, and emotion create familiarity. To back this up, a study by Trend.co found that 73% of listeners preferred real voices over AI after comparing audiobook snippets. There also seems to be a difference in the brain's response according to newsmedical.net. AI voiceovers triggered heightened alertness, while human voices create a sense of connection. So yeah, you'll hear my voice from now on. I previously released a special documentary on the mysterious New Jersey drones with my voice if this topic intrigues you, or you can check out my other videos to see the difference. Peace.